This is Airbnb's Oh My God Windmill, located in the most isolated group of islands in the whole of Europe, the Azores. It's almost 1,000 miles from the coast of Portugal, which happens to be the country that this island belongs to. Now you may be wondering, who'd be willing to travel almost 1,000 miles into the middle of the North Atlantic Ocean just to stay in a windmill? We'll be staying in this windmill tonight. We need to get inside, it's so windy. Actually, we're going to be staying here for 2 nights. Before we get into a tour of this place, let us tell you a little bit more about the island. So this island that we're on in particular is called Sao Miguel. It's home to 2 famous lakes. It has beautiful scenery that attracts people from all around the world. And it's also home to 3 active volcanoes. Yep. Apparently it's so active that the locals literally cook meals in the ground. But don't worry, there's not been any volcanic eruptions on the Azores since 1957.
Thank God for that.
I think that about rounds up that for now. You ready for a tour?
Yeah. So this is the ground floor. We've got a kitchen, dining table, downstairs area. Just feels like a mini apartment, really.
If you seen this from inside, you would never realise you was in a windmill.
No, you wouldn't. Except then you look at the view and you can just see for miles and miles and miles. But we'll get to that in a bit. I always love it when they leave like old features.
What's inside it? Oh, they've left a nice little selection of books and a couple of DVDs actually. Oh my God, Monty Python. That is such a good movie.
Is it?
It's a classic.
Vampires?
No, absolutely not. It's a comedy. God, no. Mean Girls and Monty Python. That's a fight ready to happen.
So we've got this cool spiral staircase. Doo-doo-doo.
As you can see, this bathroom actually looks surprisingly modern. This is probably one of the best features of the bathroom. You've got a shower and you've got this view.
Shall we go upstairs? Let's do it. So, further up these spirally, spindly staircases. I've been up here like 4 times just looking at the view. This is all I'm going to be doing tonight, just sitting out here watching. I guess there's a reason that these Oh My God Airbnbs get the title Oh My God. And this room takes this windmill to a whole nother level. It's got a 360-degree view of everything around it. You've got the ocean on one side. You've got the land on the other side, which is so green. You've got a nice comfortable bed. You can literally work at this little desk and watch the ocean from the window. And if you get bored of that window, you can go to another window. This is one of the coolest bedrooms in an Airbnb that I've ever stayed in. Apparently, there's blue whales close to the Azores. Imagine if we see one, just a whale.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool. We'll have to like just sit here and whale spot later.
So now the tour's over, we kind of have something to confess to you guys. Alright, here goes. It's recently come to our attention that as typical British citizens,
we are very British.
We may have become ever so slightly addicted to tea.
We do love a cuppa.
Woo! I'm so glad that we finally got that off our chest.
Yeah, me too.
Huh. Now you may be wondering why we're raising your attention to this at all.
Attention is raised.
I can't do it. Well, as it turns out, this island has the only tea plantation in the entirety of Europe.
Whole of Europe.
The whole of Europe.
Wow.
Which is crazy, considering how much the English love tea. Well, as honest British citizens, we feel that it is in our duty to go to this plantation and get ourselves fixed up with a fresh cup of tea.
Absolutely.
And I know what you're thinking. Surely we didn't fly 1,000 miles into the middle of the Atlantic Ocean to go and get fixed up with a cup of tea. I'm joking. That was a joke. So we will actually, hopefully, get around to going to the tea plantation and getting fixed up with that cup of tea. But it's not the only thing that we want to do. We've done our research online and it turns out this island packs a punch. It's probably easier if I just read this list out. Number 1, go taste fresh juicy pineapple from the only greenhouse grown pineapples in the world. Number 2, go to the famous crater lakes. Number 3, get up close to a volcano in Furnace Town and take a dip in a natural hot spring. I've never been in a natural hot spring before, so that will be new for me. Number 4, check out the insane view on top of an old abandoned 5-star hotel. I mean, come on. And of course, number 5, drink tea at the only tea plantation in Europe.
And do you honestly think we're gonna have to?
Obviously, we're on a tight schedule, so it makes sense to plan our time efficiently.
Oh, I can't see any pineapples in here. Right, on to the next one. Hello, little pineapples.
This is the only place in the entire planet that grows pineapples in a greenhouse. Apparently, it takes them 2 years to grow to a full size in here.
He's the baby, and then there's this big bro. That's so cool. Something I can tell you about these pineapples is that they are at 3% acidity. Normal pineapples are at 7%, which makes these pineapples really sweet, apparently. We need to try some.
Somebody's clearly been doing their homework behind the scenes.
Oh, look, that's how they start off.
Oh my god.
They're so cute.
This is the flowering stage, and these pineapples are so cute. Look at them. Look how tiny they are. Now it's time to find some full-grown pineapples, because the reason we're here is to try the only pineapples to ever be grown in greenhouses. After a few quick photos of Rebecca's best pineapple pose,
Oh yeah, I do look like a pineapple.
we went to go and find somewhere to taste it.
This is not just pineapples like I expected.
I'm not entirely sure how pineapples and jewellery correlate together, but we are here for one reason in particular, and that is to try that juicy pineapple. Oh yes, please. What is this one?
Pineapple liquor.
Pineapple liquor. Oh, it's a little bit early in the day. Chin chin.
The jam.
Crikey!
But now we've run into a problem, because other than pineapple liqueur, there's no fresh pineapple in sight. Well, that's kind of sad. We're on a pineapple farm, and the only thing they sell is jewellery and pineapple liquor. But all hope wasn't lost yet.
I've got a solution. There's another pineapple factory nearby.
Okay, it's worth a try. This place really wasn't far away. We're talking 5 minutes. And it was worth it, because they had just what we was looking for. Oh my god, that is so sweet. That's nice. Looks like Rebecca did her homework correctly. That was sweet pineapple. In fact, it turned out even better, because they had pineapple juice. And who doesn't love pineapple juice? I think it turns out that this is probably the one we were supposed to come to first.
And we've managed to bag ourselves a pineapple juice each.
Success. Welcome back to the current time. So we're gonna get back to the activities tomorrow, and we're gonna head to bed soon.
And I heard there's a pretty yummy breakfast will be delivered in the morning. So the sooner we get to sleep, the sooner we get to eat breakfast.
But first, we had to close all the curtains around the entire floor, which was strangely a satisfying experience.
Obrigado. This is so heavy.
When they said a breakfast, I mean, I expected just a, I don't know, fresh bread.
Yeah, me too. Oh, okay. Wow. Look at this. Exciting.
Oh my gosh. Shall we tuck in?
I think we shall.
I'd love to know if everyone gets this excited over breakfast.
I think when it looks like this, yeah, for sure.
You'll have to excuse my raspy throat today. I didn't get the best sleep last night. I've got a bit of a cough going on, but that aside, there is something I would like to talk to you guys about. Now, usually we don't include the price of the places we stay, and that's kind of for good reason. The prices vary from season to season. For example, in the summer, this would usually cost £250 per night. Right now in the winter, it costs £130 per night. Do we put it in dollars? Do we put it in euros? Do we put it in pounds? So that's why we don't usually put them in. If you'd like to see more prices in the videos, comment below, and then you can see about putting the prices in more regularly in the places that we stay. So the weather's kind of crazy outside right now. I took a peek out of the window last night, and I've never seen a palm tree move like that. But what's interesting about this island, other than its extreme weather, is the way they actually monitor the weather.
So these webcams are all over the island, and you can kind of see what the weather is across different parts of the island. So we'll use this app to try and figure out the best plan of action for today, I think. We do have a slight problem. The place where we want to go, I mean, it looks that windy that the webcam might have blown down.
Considering that there's 44km winds at the lake, I think we're going to put that on hold for now. There's probably only one thing left for us to really do today. We're just messing about. We wouldn't actually sit here and watch a film.
Yeah, I'm just investigating the weather. We're gonna go to Furnace, I think. 14 kilometers per hour. I think we can deal with that. I guess we'll go there.
So we're looking for two things while we're here. We want to find some form of volcanic interaction. Just a little bit of steam or smoke from the ground would make me happy. And we also want to go into the hot springs. After a short walk, it became apparent that we might be in the wrong place. Rebecca checked the ground for any sign of heat. None. So I took it a step further and checked the temperature of the water with my mouth. Cold. After scientifically proving that there's no volcanic activity around here, it was time to get some outside help. Do you know if there's anywhere around here where you can see like steam or smoke coming out of the ground?
3 kilometers from here, so.
Oh, so it's quite far. Yeah, 3 kilometers. As it turns out, coming to the town of Ferner with no expectations whatsoever actually wasn't a great idea. To see any kind of steam coming from the ground or to go to any kind of hot spring, we were going to have to drive about 3 kilometers away from here. So, after we enjoy this nice tuna baguette and this orange cake, that's where we're headed. I said we because I completely forgot that Rebecca was fasting. Anyway, after I finished my baguette, we went to find the volcanoes. I think we found some volcanic activity going on. Oh my gosh. We're not even that close to them yet. We're really not. And it stinks so bad.
Oh my god.
Whoa! It's hard to believe that there's a town that is just built around volcanic activity like this.
So cool. I wonder how hot that water is.
It's boiling, isn't it? So that's got to be pretty hot.
That's got to be like a scalding bath.
The steam is literally coming out of the grids in the ground. Look at this. It kind of just feels like you're walking through a park, except, you know, there's just a little bit of volcanic activity going on. Just your everyday park, I guess. These volcanic craters were already more than we bargained for, but I think we might have just found the meanest of them all. Whoa, you can hear it.
Yeah, wow.
The sound of that just fierce. You can't even see it, it's so hot. I'm gonna try and clear it away so we can see it a little bit.
Oh my god,
See?
you did it! You did it!
See, I did it.
Oh, do it. Ah, ah, ah.
Oh my god, that stinks.
That's eggy, right?
Let's go. Oh, we're gonna stink for ages. I think we'd got close enough to the volcanic activity. Let's go find the hot tubs.
Let's find a pond.
Let's hot springs? Hot springs. Let's go find the hot springs.
Hot pond?
Hot ponds, hot springs. We literally smell like farts now. Wonderful. Hopefully the water in the hot springs doesn't smell quite as bad. You ready to get in?
I guess so.
I'm about to get into the hot springs for the first time in my life. Oh my god, that's
so hot!
That is so hot.
It is, isn't it?
Well, it looks kind of dirty from the top because it's brown, but it looks pretty clear.
So I think there's a few different pools here. This one is 39 degrees.
I could get used to this. Apparently these hot springs have like natural healing abilities, so we're gonna soak all that up. I want to do what this guy's doing. You going for it there? I'm gonna do it. I'd say that we've successfully achieved getting close to volcanic activity and taking a dip in a hot spring. Hopefully things go this well when it comes to trying that fresh tea. This regular tea, it's just not cutting it anymore. Should we try one of the other hot springs? Oh, here we go. Oh. These hot springs are open until 10 o'clock at night.
11?
11 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
And to be honest, we probably would have stayed until this time if there hadn't been a maximum time limit of an hour and a half. When we got back, we realised that we left the upstairs light on in the windmill. Does this mean that it's basically a lighthouse now? That was fun. That's the closest I've ever been to any type of volcanic activity. I guess that's one to check off the list. Speaking of list, we've got more to do tomorrow. It's a shame about the lakes. It's quite an iconic thing to do on Sao Miguel, but you can't get everything. So I just wanted to quickly mention, if from watching this video, Sao Miguel has interested you, this windmill has interested you, seeing the volcanic activity that we've just seen has interested you, then you can check out the description below and you'll find a link to Airbnb for the windmill. You'll find a link to our TravelBeez Google Pins package so that you can see a list of everything that we've done in the video all in one place. Also, we do it in all our other videos as well. We do it in every video. With that being said, it's time to go to bed. So we're just gonna eat all this up as quick as we can, and then we're gonna head straight out to the abandoned hotel. I'm so excited for this one.
Yeah, me too. Looks fun.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. There's something about getting breakfast in a basket that just makes it so much more fun. But I'm not so sure we'll be getting a breakfast like this at the next hotel. We've arrived at the abandoned hotel. Now it's just time to find a way in. It wasn't very difficult. Let's just say this hotel has an open door policy. Wow.
It's a bit eerie.
This hotel was abandoned in the 1990s. I mean, as you can see, it's very much abandoned. I would not recommend for anyone to come in here. It's definitely dangerous. There's stuff that is literally falling down everywhere. Stuff could fall down any minute. So I'm not recommending for anyone to do this. But if you want to do it, just please be very careful. So this place was actually a 5-star hotel. In fact, it got an award for being one of the finest hotels in Portugal. And the same week they got that award is the same week that they closed this place down. I think it was due to the owners going bankrupt and not making enough turnover on this place. And now, after many years, it looks like an episode from The Last of Us. We're just gonna find the stairs. But apparently the main attraction of this place is actually on the roof, so we need to find our way up there. Oh, that's our car. Oh my God. What is it?
You ready?
Wow. Oh my God, look at the view. That's insane.
Yeah.
So this is the lake that we was actually going to come to yesterday, which means technically
We've ticked it off the list.
we've ticked it off the list as well. This view is crazy, and we've only made it a couple of floors up. I think it's time to head up to the roof. Oh, these do not feel safe. But it looks like finding the roof was actually more difficult than we thought it might be. We're a couple of floors further up now, and the view's just getting better, but we're struggling to find our way onto the roof. The stairs have stopped. There's got to be a way up there. Navigating this place really wasn't easy, and we were almost ready to give up. I think Rebecca's found the way up. Oh my God, it's so wet here. Yes, she's done it. Looks like we've got to climb up that window a little bit. Wow. Okay, this is what we came for. We already knew that this hotel was going to have an incredible view from the roof. It's the reason we came here. But we had no idea that it was going to be of the 2 famous Sao Miguel lakes. This is what we came for.
I guess we did it. We found the view from the top of the abandoned hotel, and it's so windy.
So we've ticked off 2 for the price of 1, which has actually worked out quite well because it means that we've done everything so far that we wanted to do. But there is one more thing left to do, isn't there? We still need to go and get ourselves that cup of tea that we've been waiting for. Let's go. It's not your usual trip to a hotel, is it? You know how to top this though, don't you? A nice cup of tea.
Oh yeah.
Everything was going so well until we encountered a problem. This is something we should have thought about before. So the Azores is common for terrible traffic at this time. I'll just show you what I mean. This could take a while. Thankfully, cow traffic seems to actually run faster than car traffic. Besides, it's going to take more than a blockade of cows to stop us from getting this tea.
It's so busy.
It was genuinely surprising how busy this place was. I mean, I knew it might attract tea-hungry Brits like us, but this tea plantation was packed. To be honest, we had more fun than we expected, looking at how the tea was actually processed.
Wow.
Look at how old school these machines are. It's impressive. So strange that this factory is just open to the public while the staff are just trying to work and keep the tea being processed. But we're not here to look at the tea. We're here to get a cup of the tea. But first we had to navigate through the souvenir shop. Yes, a literal tea souvenir shop. Look at this place. They even have t-shirts. At this point, we'd accepted that these cups of teas are probably going to cost us a small fortune.
Oh, okay.
And that's when we were caught completely by surprise.
The tea is free.
I know what you're thinking. That's crazy. That's exactly what we thought. But yeah, the tea is free. It's time.
We did it.
It's time to see if this tea is the real deal.
Tastes like tea.
It tastes like tea. We've managed to do everything that we want to do, surprisingly, somehow. Not sure how we've done it, but we did. I want to just quickly mention again that in every video, we'll leave a link to Google Maps that pins everything we've done in our videos so it's accessible to you. That includes the links to Airbnbs that we stay in. So, yeah, subscribe if you like tea. And we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.